clutch, switch lanes on you. Look, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. On the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Yeah, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a. Nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to. Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the sack, make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Phoenix Suns. Won by the Phoenix Suns. Short jumper off the mark. To Antetokounmpo. Throws it down. So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet, and one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
Leonard. Curling inside. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Middleton. Here comes the screen. Antetokounmpo. His first effort off the mark. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. Fires the 3. Good contest. Middleton off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard to Booker. Thompson to bring it into the front court. They trail by 2. Here comes the screen to Antetokounmpo. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Booker with it. He'll run the offense. Leonard tosses. The Bucks at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. To Thompson. Beyond the arc for 3. And splash. Klay Thompson. Quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
Into the front court. It's Booker. They're down 3. To Leonard. Driving right to the basket. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Giannis Antetokounmpo swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Booker to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
They'll get it down low to Lopez. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Leonard to Booker. To Leonard. Down to 5 on the 24. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Middleton. Has a look. Middleton's shot, no good.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Baseline drive. Leonard. For 3. And knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend. To Leonard. Working hard on the glass. To Booker. From long range, Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
New blood coming in for both sides. To Lopez. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Klay Thompson matched up with Booker. To Leonard. To Antetokounmpo. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
8 seconds. It's going the other way. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
We know what's coming. Go get it.
Here comes the screen. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. 4-3. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Short jumper won't go down. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Here we go. My ball, my ball.
Curling inside. To DiVincenzo. Lets it fly from long range. They were ready for DiVincenzo on that three. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Cameron Payne at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And gets both to drop at the line.
You're on the island now.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Suns with the basketball.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. No good.
Shot the ball. I like the double team.
Not that. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. Working it outside. To DiVincenzo. Here's a chance from long range. And the rebound taken in by the Suns. Tony Snell. Huge block. Ersan Ilyasova with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Bucks at the controls. Fires the three. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Trying to cash in. The shot almost.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Can't connect from in close. Count the basket inside.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Fires the three. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that three.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Big coming.
Five on the shot clock for Phoenix. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
First quarter in the books. The Suns have the lead. Jay, one quarter down. Both sides.
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Substitutions, Milwaukee. Substitutions.
Milwaukee with the basketball.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
To Middleton. Beyond the arc for three. He engulfed him that time. Giannis Antetokounmpo able to recover with the block. Suns get it back. Giannis Antetokounmpo rejects it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Lopez. Brook Lopez. That's three now on 4 shots.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Got him.
For three, working hard on the glass. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Tyus Jones, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Lopez. And finishes strong.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Kawhi Leonard. Deep two there, won't go. Giannis in control of the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is... he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not easy.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
I got him.
Hey, lock up.
Has a chance. Won't go. He can do better than that.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
The pass set it all up.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
I got him. Here we go.
Middleton to Lopez. To Adetokunbo. 5 seconds to shoot. From long range, cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
DeAndre Ayton. Down low for Leonard. It's a big finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Bucks basketball. To Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen.
Screen right.
to Adetokunbo. Rashawn knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back. This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Middleton. No good. That's great defense.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Lopez. In the slam.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Leonard. 4-3. Oh, he hits the three.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Adetokunbo buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Leonard. It goes down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Adetokunbo. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks in control so far.
All right, back to this.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Bucks at the controls. Adetokunbo to Lopez. To Thompson.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one, count it.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Coming through.
To Middleton. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
It's Suns ball.
My ball.
To Adetokunbo. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. To Lopez. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you thought you would have seen him bounce back in the second half. Just looked like he could never get himself into the flow of the game. I put a little bit out on the coaching staff, too. Maybe they could call some better plays for him to get him in situations where he could see the ball go in.
Giannis with it up top. His team leads it by 10. Here comes the screen. To Lopez. Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. To Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And splash. Klay Thompson. Quick catch and shoot there for 3.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Nothing going here on that drive. To Adetokunbo. Lets it fly from long range. And Giannis Adetokunbo feeling it. Zero hesitation as he hits the 3.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Leonard. Step back jumper.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
To Middleton. Here's a chance from long range. Good contest. Middleton off the mark. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
1 free throw good, so he converts on the 3-point play, and the lead down to 11. To Lopez. Fires the 3. It's good. No longer an afterthought. Brook Lopez knocks it down from long range.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Short jumper misses. Gets it in the right corner. Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Booker to Leonard. And a nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Adetokunbo to Thompson.
Hey, watch this screen left. Watch that.
Has a look. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Thompson had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Thompson, beyond the arc for 3. Klay Thompson is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good.
Keep working. Nice buckets.
Second and 3 is good. Hits all 3 free throws. Booker with it. Trailing by 15. To Leonard. The drive right to the basket. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. Suns control the possession. To Leonard. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
A pass stolen by Phoenix. Leonard. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Screen coming. To Lopez. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw. Shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
Here's Leonard for 2. Taken down by Giannis.
Get down. Half court.
Screen coming. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. For 3. He buries it.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Leonard. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Time for some new personnel into the game. To Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
It's Phoenix ball. Sizing up the defense. Second effort. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Back up. Here you go.
From long range. And knocks it down.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
Leonard. Wide open look, won't go. Tough make through traffic.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
I got ball. Big pick right there.
Here's Lopez, down low. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Leonard. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
That's me. I got ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
To Adetokunbo.
You flashing, bump him. Hey, watch this screen.
4-3. Tough shot. Well defended. Here comes the screen.
Screen.
Leonard. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Adetokunbo. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Phoenix with it. Leonard. Brook Lopez snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. Textbook defense. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3/4 down. The Bucks in command of this one. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
The Bucks at the controls.
Here we go.
Greek Freak for 2. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Unable to connect on the free throw.
Match up, match up, match up. D up, D up. Watch cut.
To Lopez. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Leonard.
Get the ball, get the ball. Shot up.
A lot of contact, no whistle.
Pull it off. Defense. Defense. Let's go.
To Leonard. Has a chance. Deep 2 there, won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
And he scores. Jay, he may have taken a big step that time, but they'll count the bucket.
And Ed, not every pass needs to be a home run pass or thread the needle. Sometimes an easy kick ahead or an easy shuffle pass can make the game simple. The more simplistic the game is, the more efficient you'll be as a unit.
To Adetokunbo. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
I agree, I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
To DiVincenzo. on the shot clock for Milwaukee. To Antetokounmpo, 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. And that'll...
Hey, this is our game. Let's take it home now. Let's go. Get back in there. Get back in there.
Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Bucks at the controls.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Surveys the floor. Fires the three. Shakes free and hits.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with their three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Leonard, he drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Curling inside. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Phoenix has the ball. To Leonard. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
It's good.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
He was hacked. They let it go.
That's it, baby. Let's go. Let's play deep, play deep, play deep.
To Antetokounmpo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. To Thompson. Has a look. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
To Leonard. Nerlens Noel sends it away. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Well contested. Fires the 3. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that 3.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never be 5.
Misfires. It's no good. Kawhi Leonard. And he drains it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Antetokounmpo. Rocking the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Noel. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
for three. And the rebound taken down by the Suns. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. And he makes them both. Deep three at the buzzer. Oh, how about that? A 3 at the buzzer. That's going to bring some icy stares from the other bench. This one is now all over.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks came away with the victory in this one. And more often than not, they were hitting the 3 when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. The Bucks relied on these guys for their scoring here today. The Suns put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points to the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Assists.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming games for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.